Despite all the things you've laid out, and you represent a major state, you've struggled to get attention and traction. Why do you think that is?
You know, I feel that this is an opportunity for Democrats to really see what do we stand for as a party, to lift up voices that aren't being heard. One of the things that I'm most proud of is I'm leading the debate on issues like getting money out of politics. And I think my voice needs to be on the next debate stage. But I think these rules that we have for the DNC are new, and most people aren't aware of them. To get to the debate stage, I need to do two things. I need to have 130,000 individual supporters, and I'm just over 110,000, so I'm hoping that everyone here sends $1 so I can make the debate stage. And second, you need to have the national polls. And it's very early, so having enough national polls is accruing to those who do have very high name recognition.
Do those rules make sense?
They're not my rules. My rules are just, I have to follow them. I have to actually meet these goals. And I believe in the grassroots. I believe that every person in this room, every person watching, that their voice actually matters. They may not realize that it matters today, but it does. And so that's why I'm here speaking to all your listeners and viewers to say your voice matters today. And if you want issues of reproductive rights, of LGBTQ equality, of money out of politics, on that debate stage, I hope you will agree that my voice is needed.
Will you make that debate stage in Houston?
I believe I will, and I'm very excited to be there.
How close are you?
Very. But I need help, so I have to ask your viewers to help, to go to KirstenGillibrand.com.
They're aware of the website by now.
Well, you keep asking me, so I keep telling them. This is how I get there.
Leaving that aside, you are trying to get on the stage. If you don't make the stage, will you stay?
I'm gonna make the stage. Gonna make the stage.
If a candidate doesn't make the Houston debate stage, if a candidate doesn't make the stage, should they reconsider their campaign?
It's up to them. It's up to every candidate to decide what their campaign looks like, why they're running, what they want to accomplish. I also have a very different experience than most of the other candidates. Coming from a blue state, there's a false debate in the party right now. Either you have to be a uber progressive who can inspire the base, or you have to be a moderate who wins those red and purple areas. I believe you have to do both, and my candidacy is both. Not only do I lead on women's rights and gay rights and clean air and clean water and will pass a Green New Deal, but I actually know how to do it. I know how to bring people together, Democrats and Republicans, on a bipartisan basis. I've passed big legislation as a U.S. Senator, Don't Ask, Don't Tell repeal, the 9/11 health bill. I just made it permanent a couple weeks ago, so our first responders have health care and compensation for the rest of their lives. Even in the last Congress, I passed 18 bills, all of which President Trump signed into law, even though he doesn't know he signed it into law. But he did. So I actually get a lot done, but even more important is this electability. I win in the red places and purple places in New York on a higher margin than anyone ever before. I win higher margins than Hillary, than President Obama, than any person who's ever run for Senate or governor. At 72% is my highest vote threshold. So I can win places like Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, which are going to be necessary for the general election.
Where do you fit, Senator? You say you don't need to be just a moderate or just a liberal.
You need to be both.
Where do you fit in that spectrum?
Yeah,
Many people
so
don't really know
I
where
am
you
at the
fit.
forefront of a lot of our progressive issues. I actually know how to pass a Green New Deal. I know all the parts of it that are already bipartisan that I've been working on for a decade. I know that you have to put a price on carbon to use market forces to actually address global climate change. But I know how to find the Republicans to do it on a bipartisan basis. I'm effective in the Senate. So you need somebody who's both. Forefront of big ideas, women's rights, gay rights, clean air, clean water, making sure we do not compromise our values, but knowing how to find the Republicans that will work with you. When we repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell, we didn't do it by watering down the bill. We did it by finding those brave enough Republicans to help lead the way. We had the 7 we needed. I had to work with Democrats. There were Democrats who said to me, Kirsten, why are you doing this now? It's not convenient. And I had to look them in the eye and say, when are civil rights ever convenient? You do it now because it's the right thing to do. So I know how to marshal Democrats and Republicans to govern and get things done, which is what everybody needs. So